So natural resources can be further classified on the level and development and use on the basis of origin, that is biotic or abiotic, on the basis of stock, on the basis of distribution, and the basis of exhaustibility, renewable and non-renewable, and on the basis of origin, biotic and abiotic. Now what are potential resource, actual resource, and level of development and use? Actual resource, resources whose quantity is known and used in present. The rich deposit of coal in Ruhr's region of Germany. At present, whatever the quantity we know and we are at present using it, their quality and quantity has been mapped. So that is known as actual resource. But what are potential? As from the meaning it is very clear. Resources whose quantity is not known and used in the future. It has been kept for the future use. For example, high-speed winds were a potential resource 200 years ago. Today, they are actual resource, and wind farms generate energy using windmills like in Netherlands. So previously, the wind energy is a potential resource, but now it becomes a actual resource because right now we are using it. Now, biotic and abiotic is very clear. Biotic living and abiotic non-living. So on the basis of origin, it has been divided into biotic and abiotic. Abiotic resources are non-living, example rock, minerals, soil, and biotic resources are living, example plants and animals. So on the basis of exhaustibility, it is divided into renewable and non-renewable. From the name it is very clear, renewable resources which can be renewed or replenished quickly, these are ultimate resource. Example, solar, wind energy, water seems to be unlimited resources. Non-renewable resources which cannot be renewed or replenished quickly. Once the stock is exhausted, it takes 1,000 years to be renewed, like petroleum and coal. That's the reason we have to sustain the development. So the example of renewable resources are solar energy, water and wind energy. An example of non-renewable resources are phosphate, oil and limestone. Now what are ubiquitous resources and localized resources on the basis of distribution? So ubiquitous resources which are found everywhere. Ubiquitous resources like air, water, that found everywhere. And what is localized? Resources that are found in certain regions like copper and iron in Rajasthan. So the distribution of natural resources depend on a number of physical factors like terrain, climate and altitude. The distribution of natural resource is unequal because these factors differ so much over the earth. And it is very clear, human-made resource. People use natural resources to make buildings, bridges, roads, machineries, vehicles, which are known as human-made resource. So our car, telephone, everything is human-made resource. Now human resource, people are human resource. Education help in making people a valuable resource. All the skill, knowledge, brains, these all are the human resource. Without that, nothing is possible. And substance can be changed into resources because of the human resource. Improving the quality of people's skills so that they are able to create more resources is known as human resource development. Skill, knowledge, by giving skill, knowledge, training for improving the skills of the human is known as human development. Now how can we conserve the resource? As the word conserving means how can you protect? Resource conservation, using the resource carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called resource conservation. Sustainable development, carefully utilizing resources so that besides meeting the requirements of the present, also take care of the future generations. So we have to take care, like that I am giving you an example. We know how to make dams, but everywhere we have not made dams. We have secured some forest also because bounty of resources are there. So we have not dig out all the forest. So we have sustained them for the future use. That is known as sustainable development. Future of our planet, its people is linked with our ability to maintain and preserve the life support system that nature provides. So what are the principles? All uses of renewable resources are sustainable. The diversity of life on the earth is conserved. The damage to natural environment system is minimized. Thank you so much. I hope you understood the chapter.